Good morning, St. Joan of Arc. My name is Mariella, and I am a peer minister here at SJA. This means I help plan events and activities for youth ministry, and I make sure that younger kids or kids who don't know each other are included and welcome. The peer ministers meet twice a month to share our lives and our faith together. Our gospel this morning tells us about Jesus performing a miracle of healing. Our guest speaker, Sonnek, is the director of youth ministry here at SJA, and she will be sharing her stories of how youth ministry brings us together to help each other heal and to build a community of love. Please welcome Sonnek.
Good morning, everyone. I am super excited to be here this morning to tell you about what we have been doing in the world of youth ministry at St. Joan of Arc. So, I started this job a little over a year ago. And when I started, I had a set of lofty goals, one of which was to look as polished and fashionable as Julie Madden does every day. Yes. Or at least I would try on Sundays. Well, this ain't really happening. I leave my house saying, I'll just wear these tennis shoes and then I'll switch into my fancy shoes later. Today I did it. Well, later doesn't always come. In this job, you run around a lot. I could go on Let's Make a Deal with what I have in my car. Bibles, baskets, balls, snacks, jugs of juice, games, reusable bags, old snacks, markers, a Bluetooth speaker, decorations, prizes, and then that bag of my own stuff that just really needs to get to Goodwill. I'll break this down by giving you some numbers. We have 63 kids registered in youth ministry. And I'm going to take a little pause there and say we have some kids, everyone is welcome at any time. And so I think I have some stragglers, some unregistered, but we keep registering all year. So come on in and any time, whenever you can join anytime. We have 26 youth in confirmation. We have 20 amazing adult volunteers. We have 7 peer ministers, one of which Mariella is. And we have 1 youth ministry council consisting of 4 amazing adults who help me and support me in discerning and deciding things. Youth ministry meets 4 Sundays out of the month with 4 types of programming. There's my slide. Our youth ministry go time is 10 a.m. until 10:50 on Sunday mornings. We have different programming each Sunday at this time. So this time is precious, and it goes way too fast. The first Sunday of the month is today, Club. We just got done. I refer to this as Groovy Church, which shows my age with these youngins. Club is church, in the church, led by our peer ministers, and I will explain more about them in a minute. We have music, games, a faith story, sharing in small groups, and we close in prayer. We just had it, and it was Door Prize Sunday. The second Sunday, the peer ministers I'm going to share first. The peer ministers are a group of high school age, there they are, there's a couple of them missing in this picture, who elect to be leaders, good friends, and faith seekers. They lead club and explore their own faith through meditation, sharing highs and lows, and attending retreats. We meet twice a month on Wednesday evenings. Josh Madden partners with me leading this dynamic group. The second Sunday of the month is Small Group Sunday. Same age youth groups meet in the Ark. This year, our 6th and 7th graders are working through a program called Way to Live with real-time issues and challenges for young people, taught by Kathy Burrell and Brick and Jennifer Gessner. The 8th and 9th graders have a program called Peace Jam, which studies Nobel Peace Prize winners. This group is led by Molly Foley and Denise Lau. So far this year, they have learned about Bishop Desmond Tutu, Greta Thunberg, and Martin Luther King Jr. with more to come. The 10th and 12th graders are doing a review of Catholicism, and a study of world religions led by Sandy Shetka, Kelly Jessen, and Heidi Kohler. Judaism, Buddhism, Islam, and Hinduism. In addition to learning about these religions, the group takes field trips to various religious sites around the Twin Cities. The third Sunday of the month is Micah Service Sunday, and we have the following service projects. The Sister Parish Alfambra Project. This group is led by Megan Grossman and Kathy Anhut. They engage in a relationship with youth from our sister parish in Guatemala. They take the year to design and build a beautiful Alfambra, which is revealed on Easter morning. Ronald McDonald House, led by Tika Hansen, meets at Ronald McDonald House once a month and prepares a meal for families from around the country who have come to Minneapolis seeking health care for a child. Dragonfly is led by Savannah Seekert and Denise Lau. Dragonfly is a sympathy card ministry. The youth color and sign beautiful sympathy cards and send to parishioners who have lost someone. This year, the group toured and learned about the SJA Memorial Garden, as well as learned about the grieving process in a session with Noreen Larson. Youth Preventing Gun Violence is our newest service group, led by Maggie Emery and Melissa Heinen. Maggie is a youth ministry alum who is the executive director of a project called Protect Minnesota, an organization working to end gun violence. This group is learning about the scope of this epidemic and how to actively work toward prevention. And finally, we have MASS, M-A-S-S. MASS stands for Mass and Service Support. I hope you have seen some of our youth handing out bulletins on the third Sunday of the month and serving coffee and cookies and carrying up the gifts. Isn't it great to see these faces? And the fourth Sunday is ABC, after or before church chat. We simply discuss Mass. What resonated with the youth? What do they have questions about? I lead the 6th through 8th graders, and the high school group is led by J.P. Fitzgibbons and Peggy Jessen, who I recently learned went to Catholic high school together in Fargo, North Dakota. So it's like old home week for those two. J.P. brings the high theology, and Peggy brings it down to the hot dish level. I'm encouraging them to start a new podcast called Faith, Fun, and Fargo. Confirmation. This year we have 26 confirmation students. Confirmands meet on Sundays monthly with Danelle Poling, their wonderful instructor. It is a process of learning, questioning, growing, and discerning. When the youth, this is where the youth decide near the end of their journey whether or not they will be confirmed. And finally, we have a variety of social events throughout the year. Our next event is Tropical Games Night on March 15th. I do need some adult volunteers, so if you have a Hawaiian shirt, meet me there. So that tells you a little bit about what we are doing. But now I want to tell you about who we are doing this for and these amazing young people. These young people are the future of our church. Prior to taking this job, I can share. The thing I was most afraid of was the eye rolling. You know, that's to be expected from youth, right? But instead of eye rolling, what I see is that their eyes are open. Maybe shy eyes, maybe tired eyes, but eyes that are looking to learn, to experience. Maybe they all have me fooled, but this is what my gut tells me. These youth went through a lot with COVID. It was not a picnic to live through a pandemic and miss significant and vital times of your childhood social life that you will never get back or be able to relive. And my theory is that part of that is what creates this solid engagement and readiness to learn that I'm seeing. In addition to that, I believe that our youth, like all of us, are seeking a foundation of meaning in their faith, answers to their questions, and a loving community. Pope Francis says, we need to meet our youth where they are. What do they have to share? What are their questions? Believe me, when they talk, it is amazing to listen. My vision for this program is to create a community and culture that engages our youth through experiences, education, and joy, to build a lifelong foundation of belief that they are so very worthy of God's love and that they are the beautiful creatures meant to share it. I've had many inspiring, gentle, and funny moments since working with the youth here at SJA. Here are a few. The confused faces over in the Ark on a Sunday morning, grabbing a donut hole and looking up and saying, where do I go? Delightful Mariella, who shared her inspiring darkness into light story at Christmas. If you didn't get a chance to see it, it's on YouTube. And from a raucous Catholic Jeopardy game, I overheard aloud, "Okay, I'll take Jesus for 500. I will close with this verse from Proverbs 22:6. Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. Please pray for our youth ministry program, that we are starting children off in the way that they should go. There is nothing more important than our children. They are the future of our church. Thank you.